Christmas yet. My name is Leonie and it's my mission to help you to have the best Christmas yet every single year. With a little bit of forethought, a bit of planning, you can have a much less stressed Christmas than you have had in previous years. Before we continue, don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a Christmassy thing happening here at the Best Christmas Yet. It's November time and it's time to get sorted in earnest, especially with most of England being in lockdown. And since we don't know what the future holds, and it's sure to be a very different Christmas, it's time to get organised. So get yourself a pen and a piece of paper or a notebook and let me help you get organised. For a comprehensive list of everything I'm going to talk about today, you can check out the blog, and I'll leave a link down below where there's just something you can print off and then you can tick off as you go along. Right, so the first thing that you really need to get sorted on to get yourself organised for Christmas is your Christmas menu plans and your grocery list. Most of us know what we're going to have for Christmas every year. We generally are creatures of habit and we have the same sort of thing. We have turkey, roast potatoes, gravy, veggies, whatever they may be, honey, parsnips, or the like. So write down what you generally have on Christmas Day, what you generally have on Christmas Eve, and make a grocery list alongside that. And then what you can do is between now and actual Christmas, you can put a couple of things in your trolley, a few things in your trolley every week, just to spread the cost a bit, but also as you see the items, get them in the shops, and that way you know you've got them put away. Generally non-perishable items and things that you can pop in the freezer. But Christmas is definitely going to be, less stress if you've got stuff put away and you're not scrambling at the last minute going grocery shopping. You'll be at home making gingerbread cookies while everyone is doing their last minute shop. Also, don't forget, this has been a really hard year for a lot of people and the food banks are crying out for items. Most shops at the checkout, they have a food collection station for either the food bank or for animal shelters. And there's a list on the front there, so you might want to check that out before you actually start doing your actual shopping. Take a picture with your phone and just check what items they need. It might be long life milk, things like that they actually need. And then you can buy those items, then as you're leaving the store, just pop them onto the collection station just to help others to have a good Christmas as well. For a list of Christmassy non-perishable items that you may want to stock up on, that you may need, just sort of as a general prompt, check out the blog. I'll leave a link in the description below. And you can just sort of tick off items. There's items on that non-perishable list like sticky tape, wrapping paper, batteries, things like cranberry sauce, literally loads of bits and pieces that you might want to have at your Christmas dinner or that you might use every year that will help you to just jog your memory as to what you may need. The next item on the list is Christmas shopping. Don't delay on this. Set yourself a budget for your gift shopping and make a list and go shopping online. With us being in lockdown, so many people are shopping online at the moment because obviously they can't go to the shops to go and buy their Christmas presents and things like that. So if you shop online, chances are you'll have them delivered before Christmas. But remember, everyone's going to be doing the same thing. So there's a good chance that there may be delays with deliveries and that kind of thing. Do yourself a favour, shop as early as possible to make sure that you've got all the Christmas presents and the things that you wanted to get. Print out all your receipts from your online purchases and put them in a plastic sleeve, and that way if there's a problem with any of the items, you've got your proof. But also you'll have your list of presents that you want to buy. Tick them off on your list as they arrive in the post, and that way you know that you've received everything. If you're really feeling festive and you're really feeling organised, you can wrap presents as you go along. There's nothing to stop you doing that. I like to aim to get all my presents wrapped by the 30th of November. Yes, it's early, but that means that it's one less thing on my list during the month of December. The next thing you might want to get organised is your elf on the shelf plans. Now I'm just checking to see if my daughter's coming up the stairs. I like to get these planned in so I know what I'm doing every day for my little elf, because elves sometimes need help setting up things for the children, or hiding, or setting up antics and things like that. Make a list and then put a prompt in your phone, on your calendar, to remind you about perhaps what antics you're doing. Or what I like to do is set an alarm on my phone for about 9 o'clock at night to remind me to set up the elf antic for the following day. That way you won't wake up at 2 in the morning frantic thinking, oh my god, I haven't moved the elf. Been there, done that. It's not fun. I also like to set a reminder on my calendar actually on the 30th of November, because our elf brings an advent calendar for my daughter, so I like to set a reminder to find my elf, find the advent calendar and get that ready to go out for the 1st of December. The next item on the list is to plan in your traditions and your fun activities. Now, I mean, this year has just been a bit crazy. We've got Christmas markets cancelled, grottos cancelled, ice skating cancelled, so many things cancelled. But that doesn't mean that you can't still enjoy those things, just in a different way. I've written an ebook called Saving Christmas 2020. And in it is a host of ideas of things that you can do to make the season festive and to enjoy things that you would normally enjoy during the festive season, but just in a slightly different way. There are ideas for theme movie nights, for panto picnics, for the Nutcracker Ballet, Christmas markets. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the blog post where you can go and download your free copy and have a look at it, see what you want to do, and then just schedule those in on your calendar. What I like to do as well is make a little note of what things I'd like to serve. So if we're having a Grinch themed movie night, what things I'd like to serve, fun treats I'd like to serve, and then I add those to my shopping list. I try to pick them up, if I go shopping during the week, to make sure that I've got all those things in and that we can have a really, really good fun night. Now write on your calendar as well on what day you want to do what things, because sometimes December just runs away with you. It just before you look, it's the 24th and you haven't decorated the gingerbread house, you haven't baked the cookies that you wanted to bake. So write those things in on your calendar on which day you'd like to do them, and that way you can sort of plan your life accordingly and make sure that you've got in the items that you need, but also so that the month doesn't run away with you and you kind of have a list of things you wanted to do that never actually got done. Right, so writing letters to Santa. Tell your kids there's a cut-off date this year due to the pandemic. Santa has issued a notice to all the world to let them know that this year's cut-off date is the 18th of November, so that he can make sure that he has got all the presents made in time for Christmas this year. If your child is sending a letter to Father Christmas, it needs to be posted before the 11th of December, and you can don't forget to add a postage stamp as well, please. And if you put a return address on the back of the envelope and you send it to Father Christmas, Santa's Grotto, Reindeer Land, X for X-ray, M for Mike, 45, H for Hotel, Q for Quebec, then you are sure to get a reply through the Royal Mail within 10 days. So make sure your kids get their letters written to Santa, and that way, if there's anything that Santa is unable to bring them this year, you might be able to supplement that and get it for them online. In the same vein, Royal Mail is probably going to be inundated this year because everyone's going to be shopping online, so it's going to put a tremendous strain on the Royal Mail as well as the couriers. So get your cards written and posted off as soon as possible. These days you can buy your postage stamps at your supermarket, so while you're doing your shopping, get your postage stamps, get those written and sent off as soon as possible. If people receive their Christmas card abroad, they receive their Christmas card at the end of November, it's no biggie, at least they got their card. The next thing on the list is festive cleaning. If you know there are certain spots in your home that you like to decorate in, you know, give everything a wipe down, put away your knickknacks and things that you've got set up already, so that you've got space and you've got time, that you've got space to decorate for Christmas. I like to put this in my calendar, and I think I do it sort of the last week of November, so that when we set up our tree, I don't have to go and clean up the area first, put things away before I can actually start setting up my tree. I like to have that all done, have the area nice and neat and tidy, so that we can enjoy the time putting up our tree and having fun with it, rather than telling the kids to wait while you're furiously cleaning. The next thing on the list is freezing ahead. There is so much you can freeze ahead for Christmas. Things like side dishes for Christmas dinner, they freeze really, really well. If you are interested in making ahead and freezing ahead for Christmas, there is a lovely lady who has a fantastic website called thefullfreezer.com, and she's written a fantastic free ebook about a stress-free Christmas dinner that you can cook in advance or prepare in advance and shove in the freezer. Fantastic idea, so that on Christmas Day you've got more time to spend with the family and you're not spending so much time in the kitchen. So far in my freezer I have Delia's braised red cabbage, I have cauliflower cheese, I've got homemade sausage rolls, gravy, stuffing and chipolata wrapped sausages, bacon wrapped chipolata sausages in the freezer, ready for our Christmas dinner. This month I'm planning on making mince pie pastry to freeze and put in the freezer, as well as gingerbread men dough and vanilla cookie dough. I'm hoping to do a blog post on that on the blog soon, so I'll leave a link to the blog down below and you can sort of just watch that space. But those are all easily freezable things that can, you know, just sort of be taken out and put in the fridge the night before, and they'll be thoroughly defrosted and ready for you to use the following day. The next video will be how to enjoy the Christmas market experience during lockdown. Yes, it can be done, and you can find out how we're going to be doing that in the next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a Christmassy thing. To find out where you can find us on social media, check out the description box. And until next time,